What's crackin', and welcome back to another beautiful day in Disney Dreamlight Valley. I'm cozyceto and I'm so happy you're here. I am beyond excited for this week in the valley because I just love and I know this week is going to be full of it. Before we dive into the newest Dreamsnap on the scene though, I do think we should first check out the amazing submissions I have found, with my personal top 10 of this week making our list, including a very exciting find straight from a member of our community. I hope y'all enjoy this week's top 10 showcase, and don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel for more cavern chaos. We survived crashes, glitches, and complete computer shutdowns to make this happen and put these snaps center stage where they belong, so without further ado, let's give them the floor. I'm at least 100 votes deep, but I did lose track somewhere in there with all of the crashing, so I might have gone over by a few to make sure I hit my 100 without a doubt. That being said, the competition was fierce, with many more submissions having quality and potential to make this list. So I would be lying to say it was easy to compile only 10 for this video this week. I saw some cozy rustic pieces and some wildly mystical scenes, but these are the snaps making the top 10 showcase for Take a Hike. Speaking of insanely magical shots, this very first one making the list is absolutely mind-blowing. I love how the fireflies really accentuate this magical forest atmosphere that you've captured, and Donald raging there in the back is just so fitting. I think this is a really well-framed shot overall that absolutely caught my eye as a voter, and I personally find it far too beautiful not to include in a top 10 showcase. Even the use of the weights as a traveling pouch is just genius, and using the bubbles to elevate the snippets and making them look as though they're flying is such an innovative way to add a mystical wildlife touch to your enchanting entry. I would be so proud if this was my submission, and I think that this will do so well during voting. Next up, we are checking out this much simpler shot that tells a silly little story. Our girl Nala looks a little too excited to see that raccoon sitting upon your shoulder, and that raccoon, it looks like he may know what's coming next. This shot has so much personality, and once again the fireflies really just steal the show to add so much depth and brightness to those fir trees. The lighting is such a high quality as well, and your decor placements are just perfect, making the scene look very natural and very wild. I really just love the overall simplicity with this one, and I think you've done great work on this entire submission. The third one for the showcase is this exceptionally dynamic shot featuring our favorite valley lioness. I love how wild this shot is, with a gorgeous framing yet expansive feel. You really knocked it out of the park with this one, and even your little Lofu over there looks like he's having a great time on this hike, and he is just so happy to be here. The torches were just another fantastic touch, and I think that was such a creative way to use the Moana table in the back. It kind of looks like a little hidden lunch spot, or maybe even dinner spot with the sunset lighting. This one is truly one of my favorites overall this week, and I am so happy I found this shot and was able to give it one of my votes. This fourth shot here is such a clear testament that it doesn't take flashy effects or an over-the-top scene to earn a spot in our top 10 showcase here in the cavern, because this shot is 1000% making the list. I think the simplicity is such a breath of fresh air, yet the story is told so clearly and so beautifully. You look like an explorer just journeying through the woods, and your posing with the owl is giving that you finally spotted that rare bird you've been hunting for ages. I am such a sucker for a snap that clearly tells a beautiful story, and I think this is such a wonderful shot. Great work, and this is truly a submission to be proud of. Okay, I double checked, and this fifth shot is so exciting to me because I already know who created this work of art. This shot is from an amazing cavern member who goes by Jammy in our growing Discord community. I am so honored to find this shot during voting because it offers such a unique take to all of the forests we have seen before. I think I already told you some of this if you're watching, but I am obsessed with the castle pieces in the back and how you've layered those snowy firs around Frosted Heights to create such an expansive scenery with so much depth. I think your use of shadows was wonderful, making sure to keep both you and Kristoff in that prime lighting, and I'm so excited to give a vote to one of our talented community members. Great work, and I hope this helps land you 4K for your unique and innovative take. Next up on the list is another one that I feel like really breaks the mold of this challenge while being right on theme. I love the vibrancy and brightness and how all of the pinks and greens come together for an epic balance of colors. Your outfit is so cute, and I am definitely loving the trick of the eye, where your time-bending staff is appearing to serve as a magical walking stick. This is just so creative, and I love seeing a fun and innovative posing trick executed so well. Huge congratulations to you on such a wonderful creation and such a stunning submission that I am so proud to give my vote to. Okay, I know I have been dialing it back and focusing on some stunning simple shots, but this one is bringing back some of the special effects because how could I not include this beautiful shot? Once again, I see that insanely creative idea to put the snippets in the floating bubbles, and I love how the fireflies create a magical atmosphere leading up to Merida's cottage. This shot is so bright and dynamic, and the choice to create a glow around your character to accentuate your outfit was just genius, and it really goes to show all of us how well some of the players in our community really understand how to catch our eyes with their amazing works of art. Okay, number 8 is here, and ignoring the slight decrease in quality because I'm assuming that's Nintendo's fault with their sad Switch graphics that are desperately waiting on the Switch too. This is literally the perfect close-up shot for this challenge. I love the pose on Donald, and you look so adventurous down there with your little squirrel. Timon is also posing wonderfully, and I just love how the glowing toadstools really help to add a touch of brightness even in the shadows of your shot. This is so gorgeous, and I cannot give you higher praise for how masterfully you worked the freestyle camera mode to get this outstanding angle. Literally just 10 out of 10. I don't know what else to say. I love this. Another amazing one that tells such a clear and creative story is submission 9 on the list. This one really had all of my attention as soon as it popped up on the screen. The foliage off to the left is so perfectly placed, and I love seeing that butterfly fountain perfectly nestled in there where it looks so natural and so beautiful. The pathing with all of the stone pieces also turned out just beautifully, and the statue in the back with the bubble and the gem are just perfect. I think the monkey companion pose was also a great animation choice for this shot, and with the way you've angled yourself, it's really giving strong adventurer energy. This is so dang good, and I really don't see a way this doesn't earn 4K with voting. Rounding out our list is this mind-blowing shot that has every single detail so thoughtfully placed. Donald looks so cute with his hands on his hips, and your character holding the new net tool was an insanely creative use of tool posing for this week. I love how your path turned out, and I really like the sparkles off the ground coming from all those Rapunzel Quest flowers. Your outfit is also just so spot on for a hike, and the Mickey cloud in the sky really is the cherry on top for this beautiful entry that is taking the 10th and final spot in our showcase. As always, I hope y'all enjoyed this week's top 10 showcase of my first 100 votes. I had so much fun getting a first look into the competition this week, and I saw so many amazing submissions that could easily snag a 4K finish. I am so excited to dive into this week's fresh new challenge with Cupid's Runway, and I hope I can avoid crashes and this rain long enough to get a build I'm proud of. If you want to share the love with the cavern ahead of Valentine's Day, and maybe even send a little bit of luck my way for this build, we are working towards 1,000 subscribers, and it would mean the world to have you join us if you haven't already. It's truly such an honor to be just a piece of this amazing community, and I cannot wait to see how we continue to grow and thrive. I hope you guys are feeling good about this week's challenge and you're staying nice and cozy ahead of the update. I'll catch y'all in the next one, but until then, toodles!